All right, y'all. So I'm cooking again. So this is what I'm making this time, is I'm making a spicy rice ramen soup. And so I'm personally using these noodles. You can use the rice ramen noodles, the brown rice ramen noodles, whatever ones you want, obviously, to go with a ramen dish. Here is, I've already done a lot of the chop work because it's a lot. Then I have my garlic, my cilantro, my green onion. All of these are going to go into the special sauce. And I've already boiled my eggs, and now I am going to be starting on the actual ramen noodles themselves. And so I just kind of wanted to show you a quick overview of what's going on, because this dish has a lot of stuff in it. So I did already start doing some stuff just to make it a little bit easier for y'all to watch, but I will go through. I always write down my stuff, so I will go through all of this as well. You guys can, take a snapshot of that if you want. I always write this down because I use my phone for everything. So just kind of wanted to give you guys an overview, but like I said, I will go through all the steps with you as well, and then we'll get this going. I've never made this before, but it looks delicious, and I think it's going to be well worth the time. All right, y'all. While I'm waiting for the water to boil for the noodles, I'm going to go ahead and make the sauce. So we're going to start off with 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. Then we're going to do another tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce. Get that going. Alright, perfect. Then we are going to do 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. It's already smelling delish. Then we are going to do 1 tablespoon of sriracha sauce, if that's what you chose to do this with. Let me go ahead and clean this off because I'm going to do brown sugar here. Alright. Definitely don't want the sriracha sauce being on that. Okay. Make the brown sugar a little hot to have the sriracha sauce dip it. Alright. Perfect. Like I said, this is also 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. Then you're gonna go ahead, let me do this. I'm gonna do a half a lemon, and I'm just gonna juice it in there. Alright. Then you're gonna go ahead and use your salt and pepper, and that's really going to be to taste. So whatever works out best for you, just kind of taste it as you go so you don't over salt it, over pepper it, whatnot. Okay, so now we have the sauce all made, and by the way, I tasted it and it is freaking delicious. So now I'm going to go ahead and get the noodles cooked. And then I'll show you guys the preparation that I did with the veggies and everything else at that point in time. But I just wanted you guys to know it's delicious. Okay, now I'm going to run down the prep work for the veggies. So what we have here is, we have garlic. I just made that easy for me. And we have 1 inch is what they want of ginger. I just kind of did that. And you're going to shred that, basically. And then you're going to, just want to make sure I get everything in here. You're going to do 1 medium red onion, which is there. You're going to do 2 medium tomato. Oh, well, you're going to dice that if you can't tell. And then you're going to chop the tomatoes. Now, I'm not making as big of a batch as this is asking for. These are for 4. I'm only making 2, maybe 3, just depending on how it all goes out. So I don't have as much veggies as maybe that you will. But, you know, if you're making a bigger one, otherwise just kind of eyeball it, I guess. Which is what I did. So then you're going to do 1 medium red bell pepper, which is right there. You're going to chop that as well, or dice it. Then you're going to finely shred carrots, which is what that is. Then for your, I haven't done this yet because this is going to be the garnish, but in here is cilantro, and then in here is green onion. So we'll chop that up, and that's going to be for a garnish. So it does call for 2 green onion stalks, and then just like a handful of chopped cilantro is what they say. So wanted to show you guys all that. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another pan heated up with oil. First, you're going to go ahead and put in the onion, because we're going to saute that first, because that's going to take the longest. Then, so like I said, we're going to start off with the onion. Get that all sauteed and delicious. Now that the onion is cooked down pretty well, we're going to add the ginger and garlic. And cook that down for another couple minutes. Okay, now that's cooked down. So now we're going to add the rest of the veggies, which is the red bell pepper, the tomato, and the carrot. And we will cook this down for a couple more minutes. Get all that in there. Alright guys, now that's all cooked in together. So now we are going to add the delicious sauce. Now, I did make an extra one because I wasn't sure how it was going to all go once I added the rice noodle in there. So I did want to make sure that I had enough. This actually looks pretty good for this. Once I put the noodle in, if I need to add some more, I do have another one to make that. But also, you can add, of course, more soy sauce if you need to taste, or sriracha to taste. Once everything's already plated. That's up to you as well, and it won't ruin the dish. So we'll go ahead and stir this around a little bit. Then we're going to go ahead and take this off the heat and finish it up and get everything else all mixed in. Okay, so now I have everything stirred in with the noodles as well. You, of course, cannot forget the garnish. So this is about a handful of cilantro, just lightly chopped. And then you also have your green onions of the 2 stalks with that. We're going to mix all this in as well.